minute Ivory Coast wakaachilia. Tuanzie hapa.
Ilikuwa hatari. Ilikuwa noma. First of all, it was really a much awaited match, honestly, because it is big. I thought that in game in Ivory Coast wanakula Rosafi, because in the first 20 minutes they really played brilliantly, and they dominated kidogo. They were trying to get Germany out of possession, trying to win matches in the midfield, on the wings. But in a way, towards the end of the first half, they kind of forgot themselves. They came in again in the second half with, confidence, real confidence. But something happened along the way, and they allowed the comeback. Sometimes I say now, that low block that Cape Verde used should now have been the system for Ivory Coast after maybe they scored. Kidogo wanarudi kuzuia, wanataka kidogo wanazuia because wako na uwezo, but they went all out, and Germany utilized their chances, and they have good players. Lethal pale, Kai Havertz is a good one. He knows how to score in tournaments. I know you know, guys.
So he's a tournament player.
He's a tournament player.
And a final player.
But aliwasumbua sana. That backline ya Ivory Coast aliwasumbua sana. But it was really a good one. Although Germany pia walikuwa juu sana in the second half. They did well.
They could have done it in the first half, Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
They could have. I mean, they had so many chances. Diamande, I expected so much from him. In the first half, he was, all over doing the tricks and everything. But that final third ball, ilikuwa inamsumbua sana. I love the fact that Ahmad showed up again. People were hesitant. The first match, he scored the winning goal. So people are like, oh, can he keep, the consistency? The second match I performed. But I feel like he was one of the best players yesterday. In the second half, he created a lot of chances. Casey could have scored so many chances. I don't know. Anapata ball, then he goes down. You're like, why are you going down? Like, chukua one touch, upige. And also, I feel like Ivory Coast were playing overconfidently. Unapata in that midfield, Casey has the ball, he won't pass, but he's surrounded with 3 German players. Yeah. He will be able to penetrate. If you can see the goal that German scored, the goal that was disallowed, Kai Havertz. Look at how walichukuliwa hiyo ball. Like, they're playing so overconfidently. I feel like they should just relax. And let me not start with Adingra. Adingra alinibo. Sijaboeka na player this World Cup kama Adingra. Why was he taking a touch? Ilikuwa first time ball, like
alikubomba kupeka kwa social media. I saw it.
Nilikasirika sana. Adingra NKT.
Yeah.
So it's a professional game.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're expecting some professional decisions. But at the end of the day, these players are human beings.
They are, but at the end of the day pia unalipwa ndio ufanye hiyo. Na uko hapo on merit. Mtu kama Casey, honestly, he's really a good player. He's an attacking midfielder, he's a striker, he's a winger, everything. And he has strength. I think alikaa na ball sana kwa time yenye haifai. And many times, huwa inakama as a tactic. Sometimes coach allow some players, 1 or 2, to carry the ball. You see, like, if you see, for example, like USA, utapata mtu kama where anachukua ball and run nayo. He has dribbles. Kabisa, before a pass, atakula space kwanza, asonge mbele, alete either cross ama alete 45. He's trying to beat players. But kuna coach anakuambia ukichukua hiyo ball, tafadhali leta straight. So I think Casey, in a way, I don't know if that was a tactic because hakuifanya mara moja. Na sometimes unapata ananyang'anywa hiyo ball. So kama inakataa, jaribu pia kucheza na wenzako. You are not the only player there. Because you have to understand that it is not you scoring. It is the team scoring. Whether it's you or it is whoever is scoring, ni team imeshinda ama ni team imefunga. So wacha kukani kama you are the only player ambaye ako kwa uwanja peke yake.
Of course, we already up to the knockout stage. Germany currently leading with 6 points, so automatically they have already qualified to the next round. Ivory Coast must beat Curaçao to qualify, to ensure that they have already qualified, because the next game Germany will be playing against Ecuador, who are beaten by Ivory Coast, and Curaçao will be playing against Ivory Coast. Guys, let's talk about the group standing right now.
Kuna mtu anafikiria ati Ivory Coast itapoteza against Curaçao. Honestly, ball inadunda sawa, people are praising these teams. Yeah. It's okay, but also it is that time for Ivory Coast to redeem themselves. So they cannot let it go.
You don't think they can pull the surprise of the tournament?
They qualify.
You don't think they can pull out the...
They can.
No.
They can't.
They can, but not this time, honestly. Against Ivory Coast.
Yeah, German have already qualified, like you've said. Ivory Coast, I feel like they have a chance against, Curaçao. Ilikuwa Jana they played so well, and at a time, like I felt like they got it. I was like, yes, this is the first African team to qualify. But walianza hizo upuzi ya kuchukuliwa ball overconfidently, and also when German scored, Undav scored, I felt like Ivory Coast wangeenda all out, wafunge, but hawakufanya hivyo. They sat back, kind of like defending, wakipata chance going forward, they are not taking their chances. German, I was really impressed with Undav. Alikuja na akafunga 2 goals. I feel like he's the main striker for Germany now, and he should play every game. Kai Havertz, Jana, you're saying you're impressed. I wasn't impressed with Kai Havertz because I haven't seen, the German Kai Havertz. He turns up for big matches and international matches, especially when German are playing. But Jana, he didn't do so. I was also impressed with Amiri, who came on. Alicheza poa sana. He's the first Afghanistan, German player to play in the World Cup.
And guys, speaking of the group E, the talk of the town is Curaçao. He started by mentioning how the population of that country and what they are doing. Remember, just registering a point in your debut season, debut tournament, FIFA World Cup tournament. It's a big thing. Wow.
It's a big thing, definitely. It's a big thing, Danko. I think their countrymen and women are so proud of them, and we are also proud of them because it's not easy. Ukiangalia even their area ama their country ni sio kubwa sana, ni ndogo, na ukiangalia how they've performed, they are really inspiring the generation that is there right now. And I think for me it is that time that tuwapatie tu maua yao. They are not really there maybe to win the World Cup, but they are there to inspire, to benchmark, to show others that it is possible. And the way unaona wanacheza, they are playing as a team. And that's why unaona big teams inakuwa ngumu, because sometimes wanaleta the individualism in them. But this small, as we call them, wanakuja wanajua, jamaa tunacheza na team bigi. We have to step up. You have to fight kama watu wawili. I have to fight kama watu wawili. And that's what Curaçao, Chechia, Ecuador, okay, Ecuador is a bit big, but that's what they are doing. They're the fast comers.
What is happening with Ecuador? Because look at the group E. The moment we saw that group, ilitokea tulianza kusema maybe Germany and Ecuador might be the teams to qualify to the next round. But then again, now we are talking different language, because they will be meeting Germany, who at the end of the day tunaona they our name to kuja vibaya tunakupiga saba. What is happening with that team?
Ecuador, wacha tuangalie game jana. They wamesimamishwa na Curaçao. Wao wameenda wakijua hii game tunakula.
They were beaten also by Ivory Coast. Last minute.
Wanajua hii game tunakula. Uliona yes, goalkeepers waliingia, waliwasave sawa. But by there I love the game. Hiyo game ilikuwa fiti kwa sababu ilikuwa attacking kabisa. Ulikuwa unapata attack inatoka kwa post moja mpaka kwa nyingine. Especially in the final 30 minutes. Ilikuwa balanced one. But Ecuador nafikiri attackers wao pia kidogo hawajasaidia, step up honestly. I think the likes of Caicedo, the big boys, now Ecuador is not a small team. They have some heavyweights in there. So I think they should be able to motivate the rest who are not yet maybe on the world stage in terms of playing, in terms of their careers. So haikuwa balance. Tulikuwa unapata tu some of them are playing really hard, wengine kidogo wamelegeza. So alafu pia wakapatana na hiyo story ya Curaçao wanajua hii ni timu kubwa. Washakuwa hapa. So pia sisi wacha tuoneshe tunaweza. So wamekuwa the Cape Verde of now Curaçao, and that's what is happening. Maybe Ecuador wangewakutanisha na team big, maybe ingekuwa something else, pia wao wange pull up.
Can they beat Germany in the next match, Ecuador?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Guys,
so.
you don't believe in magic.
I think they can. Not even magic. Kwa sababu if at all can wacha niwaulize, can Ecuador beat Ivory Coast?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
what happened?
Paper,
So on
yes.
paper. So can Germany lose points against Ecuador? Yes, because of also the mentality. The mentality pia hii ni timu kubwa, tuko chini, tunafaa kuamka, tunatafuta points majamaa. Tuende. Haya. Hii ni Germany. Wamekuwa world champions. Sio mara ya kwanza. Na sasa this time round it is us. Na tusieke vichwa chini. Mimi nafikiri maybe tactically no, but motivation, yes.
But you know what? Their first match against Ivory Coast, Ahmad scored a late winner. So maybe they were not prepared with the manner, also considering, the first half and also the second half, how Ivory Coast played in that match. Maybe Ecuador, however, wana expect watafungwa your last minute. So they took it on the chin, go into the next match. I feel like wali underrate Curaçao. Yes. Curaçao also considering walikuwa wamepewa 7 na Germany. So coming into this match, Ecuador walijua ini walkover, but Curaçao, I feel like maybe they sat down, wakaongea, wakakuwa na hiyo discipline, that unity ya kucheza, kwa sababu they played so well in that match. I'm so disappointed in Ecuador. I felt like, ukiangalia hiyo group on paper, wao na Germany ndo the teams to qualify. Not many people are giving even Ivory Coast a chance. So the likes of, kina Pacho, Hinkapi, Kaisedo hapo, Wenu hapo, mid, hakuna kitu anafanya, mumrudishe Chelsea. No,
Kaisedo.
And
utaki aguzo. Waliaribiwa tu na wewe jamaa wa Arsenal. Waliahidiwa na huyo left back wa Arsenal.